Ever been stuck with a flat tire? It's a common scenario that can happen to anyone, anywhere. But no worries. Changing a tire isn't as daunting as it might seem. Let's break it down into simple, easy-to-follow steps. First, safety is paramount. Find a flat and stable place to change the tire to prevent the car from rolling. Turn on the hazard lights to alert other drivers, and if you have one, place a warning triangle or safety cones behind your car. Now locate the spare tire, jack, and lug wrench in your vehicle. These tools are usually found in the trunk or under the floor mat. Next, use the lug wrench to loosen the lug nuts on the flat tire. It's important to do this before lifting the car with the jack. Once the lug nuts are loose, position the jack under the car's frame near the flat tire. Make sure the jack is in a stable position and begin raising the car until the flat tire is off the ground. With the car raised, continue to unscrew the lug nuts and remove the flat tire. Place the flat tire in the trunk or designated storage area. Now take the spare tire and align it with the wheel bolts. Push the spare tire onto the bolts as far as possible. Once the spare tire is in place, begin tightening the lug nuts by hand. Make sure they are secure but avoid over-tightening. Lower the car back down to the ground using the jack. Once the car is on the ground, use the lug wrench to fully tighten the lug nuts. Finally, double-check that all lug nuts are tightened properly. Then, stow away the jack, lug wrench, and flat tire. Congratulations! You've successfully changed a tire. Remember to have the flat tire repaired or replaced as soon as possible. And that's it. Changing a tire is a skill that every driver should have. With a little practice, you'll be able to handle this common roadside situation with ease. Safe travels. Next, prepare your tools. You'll need a jack, a lug wrench, and of course, a spare tire. Most vehicles come with these tools. If not, they're essential items to have in your car. Start by loosening the lug nuts with the wrench. Turn them counterclockwise, but don't remove them just yet. Just break the resistance so it's easier to unscrew them when the car is lifted. Now it's time to use the jack. Position it under the vehicle frame alongside the tire that's flat. Many cars have a small notch or mark just behind the front wheel wells, or just in front of the rear wheel wells where the jack is supposed to go. Then raise the jack until it is supporting the car. Check your vehicle's manual if you're unsure. Once the car is lifted, you can now fully remove the lug nuts. Put them in a safe place where they won't roll away. Then, pull the flat tire towards you to remove it from the wheelbase. Grab your spare tire and place it on the wheelbase. Push gently until the lug bolts show through the rim. Then, put the lug nuts back on. After the spare tire is on, lower the car back to the ground, but not all the way. Make sure the car is still slightly lifted off the ground, then tighten the lug nuts as much as possible. Finally, lower the car all the way to the ground and remove the jack. Give those lug nuts one more tightening for good measure, and there you have it. A step-by-step guide to changing a flat tire. To recap first, ensure safety by finding a flat, stable place to change the tire. Prepare your tools, loosen the lug nuts, and lift the car with the jack. Remove the lug nuts and the flat tire, then place the spare tire on. Put the lug nuts back on and lower the car slightly. Tighten the lug nuts, lower the car completely, and give the lug nuts one final tightening. Remember, always check the pressure of the spare tire after installing it and make sure to repair or replace the flat tire as soon as possible. Knowing how to change a tire is a vital skill for every driver. It can save you time, money, and potentially a long wait for roadside assistance. So, the next time you find yourself with a flat, you'll know exactly what to do.